been 5 years since the last set of wheels rolled through Lloyd's roller skating rink, Lloyd's Rollercade. Tonight, local skaters are showing the iconic Calgary spot a little love with a memorial skate. We'll call it a celebration of life for Lloyd's. It'll feature the music and fashion of Lloyd's along with a slideshow, memory trip down, memory lane. The Fresh Rollers skating group is hosting it. It's at Trinity Christian School. Angie Thomas is the president and owner of the Fresh Rollers, and she joins us now. Good morning.
Good morning.
What do you have planned for tonight?
Lots of fun. Lots of new memories being made, sharing old memories, and just remembering the rink.
Yeah, so you spent a bit of time there.
I did. I actually only spent 3 years there. I started going in 2015, and of course it closed in 2018, so I only had 3 years.
What are you holding?
I'm holding a piece of the Lloyd's floor.
Can I touch it?
Yes.
Okay.
And it used to smell like it, but it's been out in the open. I have another piece that smells like it that's in a bag.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
What does it smell like?
It smells like Lloyd's, like the floor, like the varnish and the smell of the wood.
Cool.
Yeah, it's really fun.
What is it? Okay, I'm holding this, and I say we're remembering, but I'd never been to Lloyd's. I'm fairly new here, so you got to kind of fill me in. Like, what does it do for you to hold on to that piece of floor?
Oh goodness, it's everything to just have a piece of the floor. I believe I've actually rolled on this little square inch here. A gal named Debbie put on the previous celebrations for Lloyd's called Lloyd Legacy Skate, and she's the one responsible for getting every regular a piece of the floor when they closed. So I thought I would say that, and this year we're hosting the memorial event, but she'll be back hosting again for her huge legacy event. She has hundreds of people that come.
Oh, wow. So, what made Lloyd so special and so loved in the city?
I feel like, number one, it's just that familiar place that you know is there. It's always open, and the familiar faces that go with it. That retro feeling as well of just the yesteryear feeling of even the decor was old.
Yeah. We had somebody in earlier, I won't out them, but they were saying they remember being at birthday parties there in the 60s.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
In the 60s.
Yeah. And we've had people calling in too, sharing stories. Somebody who was a newcomer to Calgary and Lloyd's and, kind of old, like waltz as sort of traditional roller dancing was a big part of it. And then he recognized that changed over time.
Oh, yeah. And again, that was way before my time, but there were a sprinkling of people that would still do that classic skating. And then there was the artistic club who did that kind of classic skating as well. But it definitely just, it disappeared when Lloyd's closed. But there's people that are bringing it back, that formal skating. It's terrific. It's so amazing. And when people see, even the younger kids, when they see it, they're just mesmerized because it's actually very hard to skate like that.
Super hard.
Very hard.
It's quite beautiful, and it's very athletic. Yeah.
Very. And back in the day when Lloyd's 60s and 70s, that floor was packed, and I was told there would be even 300 or 400 people there on any given night. So it was very much a very crowded floor. But again, I was young.
We've talked about the smell of the floor and the varnish and the wood and bringing that part of it alive. What would and I'm sure this changed over time, but what would the music at Lloyd's have been like?
I would imagine it definitely changed a lot over time, for sure. Back in the day, it would have been all that classic, wonderful old music that people love still. Yeah. We throw that in kind of with our format. But then it definitely, like in my time, it was definitely more younger, like especially Fridays and Saturday nights, they definitely played for a younger crowd. Pop, they took requests. But if you would go on, say, like a Sunday or I can't really remember. Sometimes they would play that Wheels song by Billy Vaughn.
That's right. We've had it on a couple of times this morning. Yeah.
So they would open and close with that apparently for a long, long time. But this is all stuff I'm getting. I was told all of this, so I hope I'm right. But the music is a huge part of the channeling of Lloyd's that the Fresh Rollers does. We play all of the old classic music. We play requests that people want to hear their favorite skate song, and then I throw in skate music that people need. And we have a wonderful time every Friday night pretending that it's Lloyd's. Literally, we've been playing pretend for 5 years every Friday night.
Every Friday night. So this is like this is a big celebration tonight that we're telling people about. But this is something you do all the time.
This is So we started, I think, the weekend after Lloyd's closed. We started renting community centers, gyms, and thinking it wouldn't go 5 years that we'd have another rink by now, but. We go through the school calendar year, so September to the end of June. Summer's very quiet. But every Friday night, barring the COVID thing and that,
Sure.
We've been open. So we've had, I think, almost 200 discos in 5 years.
Oh, wow. What's your favorite roller skating song?
Oh, that's so hard.
Too hard. Well, I'll let you think about it, but I have a question.
Okay,
roller skating has sort of gone the way of the record player, which is it sort of went into a valley, but my goodness, it seems to me like it's sort of woken up and there's lots of people into it.
Oh boy, it's woken up and it's back even better than before. Yes, I think all over the world, it's like coming back, and I wonder why it ever went away, but hey, that's a wonderful story. It comes back even stronger. But the thing about Calgary skaters is I'm super proud of everybody, because a lot of the skaters were only used to roller rinks, right? So that's just like one surface of wood. These people had to learn how to skate on other surfaces like cement outside, sketchy linoleum floors in our very first rental disco,
right.
Their home. So they have used their passion for skating and gone over that hump and been able to now do all kinds of different surfaces, skate parks. And I'm super proud that they kept going, because a lot of people could have just sat down and went, okay, well, that's it. I guess we'll never skate again. And if they would have done that, we wouldn't have had this surge of excitement in the community and all the opportunities to skate. So I'm proud of the Calgarians.
Yeah, okay, that's good. Do you think there's like enough appetite out there and enough of this sort of renaissance of roller skating to have another roller rink in Calgary, full-timer?
100%. I do, and I'm not just saying that because I'm a huge roller skate fan, but there really is a huge need for it. There's many groups that skate, and it would be a building to house every kind of skating. So not just a classic roller rink, but you'd have to have like roller derby, roller dance, artistic speed. You could even have a skate park section. You could have it a multifunctional facility to make it affordable so people can go, oh yes, okay, we can make money off that every day of the week.
Yeah.
And I can guarantee you it would totally fill up.
Cool. Well, I would go, and I think I've had roller skates on once in my life. So, but it just, the vibe, the music, the gathering place, I'm into it.
Oh, good.
Stick around here. We're going to spin a tune. Before we do that, though, I just want to say thank you so much for coming in, for bringing a piece of the floor.
Thank you for having me.
Nice
I appreciate it. I love talking about it. Thank you so much. Thanks to Flo and Lloyd for blessing the Fresh Rollers to put this memorial on for them.
Okay, very good. That's Angie Thomas. She's the president and owner of the Fresh Rollers, which is hosting a Lloyd's Memorial Skate at the Trinity Christian School tonight. She mentioned classic skating tunes. Here's one that regulars at Lloyd's may recognize. This is Frankie Smith with Double Dutch Bus.
Give me a hoe if you got your funky bus fare. Coming down the street, moving pretty fast, so kinda shuffle your feet. Get on the bus, pay your fare, then tell the driver that you're going to a double Dutch affair. B-5-4, well I'll be darned, here it comes. The double Dutch bus is on the street, you better get off the curb, move your feet. Bus fare, pass, that's the way my money lasts. Ain't got no car to get around when I go to work. I gotta go downtown, now I miss my train. That's a darn shame when I'm running late, no sleeps to blame. If you got a wife, you know I'm right. You got a special man, well I can understand. Uptown, downtown, everybody's getting down. Say uptown, say downtown. Well, I miss my bus, I know I'm late. I gotta do something I know I hate. I'm gonna walk to work, 15 blocks, I already got a hole in my socks. Go ahead and laugh.
Is a jizzles. Yes, I hit at the mizzle. Is at the whiz a sizzle. The kids out and kids a biz ass bizzle.
I said, what's up? And it's all you saw to say.
Yes, I biz at the mizzle.
I said, what's up?
How's that? That's Frankie Smith with Double Dutch Bus. As soon as that tune hit, Angie knew every word, dancing in her chair. She also said another one to turn your attention to. Marvin Gaye's Gotta Give It Up.
Oh, yeah.
The Lloyd's Memorial Skate tonight at Trinity Christian School.
It was so wonderful to watch her talking about Lloyd's. And when she was holding up that piece of the floor, her face was just completely glowing. What that means to her is just so incredible. It was a fun interview.
I touched the floor.
I did
felt
too.
something.
I did too.
I felt something connected to something.